Hi, I just wanted to make a video to show you how to use your brushes. There's a lot of different brushes out there, lots and lots, and sometimes we don't always know what to do with them. So I was just going to quickly go over each of them and why I use them and what you can use them for, and then you can kind of pick out ones that might be helpful to you and maybe ones that you can wait on for now. So we'll start with your foundation brushes. There are a few of them. These are the ones I have. I know that there are more than what I have, but I have 4 face brushes. I actually use all of them but this guy here. So we'll start with this one. This one's your foundation brush. I use this one about 50% now. I actually have these blending buds, which aren't a brush but are also a tool. I use the blending buds to put on my foundation now instead of this guy, but this guy is what that's for as well, with like your BB creams or your liquid foundations, things like that. You can use this brush to put on your foundations. Before I had the blending buds, that's what I used to use. So I don't use him quite as much anymore, but that's what that one's for. It's nice and big. I believe it's made of goat hair, and it's a great brush. It holds up really well, soft and clean. Then this one is, like I said, the one I use the least. This is a concealer brush. This is for like your loose powders. So like, for example, if you have like a Bare Minerals powder or just any kind of loose foundation, you use this brush to touch up like certain spots that you need to work on, whether that's like a blemish or some red skin. You can touch that up with this guy. You can also use like your liquids and creams with that too, just to spot check. Like I said, I don't use him a lot, if at all, but I do use these 2 all the time. I actually have 2 of these. This is a blush brush, and I love this one. See how it's angled? Most blush brushes should be angled like that so that they can go up the side of your cheek. I have 2 because I use one for my bronzer that I got, and then another one for my blush or my contouring. You obviously don't want to mix your blush colors with your darker bronzers and contouring. So like I said, I think I got that backwards. I use my bronzer and contouring brush together since they're darker, and then I use my blush brush. I actually might get 3 of them. So I can have them for my blush, my contouring, and my bronzer, because bronzers have shimmer in it too, and you don't want to get like shimmers down here either. Just if you only want one, make sure that you clean them before like you mix them. So blush, bronzer, both go here, contouring goes here, and I love this brush. And then you have your big puffy powder brush, and I use this one every day. So whether you have a loose powder or a compact powder, you can get this guy in there and put it all over your face. I love it because instead of using these pads and maybe getting like a ton in one area and then trying to like blend it out, or getting a ton like all over your face, because these guys tend to hold a lot, this guy just goes on nice and smooth, even coat. I use this one all the time. Those are my face brushes. And then I have 5 eye brushes. They all look like this. There's a 2-in-1. This one honestly is my favorite. This one's a liner shader brush. It has this angled brush on the end right there, and then just this puffy little guy on this side. So I use this one when I, not for the cream eyeshadow that I have on now, but for like my loose eyeshadows, I use this guy to put it all over. And then I use this one for actually my eyebrows, or as an eyeliner down here with either a shadow or a wet shadow as a liner. Use this one all the time. This one's kind of this one is, well, let's go to this one. This one is a crease brush, and you want a good crease brush to kind of point in the middle like that so that it can stick inside your crease. I use this one all the time as well when I mix colors. This is why it's darker. I haven't cleaned it yet. I haven't cleaned it in a few days, but I use my darker colors here and I put them into my crease and kind of blend them in there. I use this one all the time as well. And then this guy is for like your lighter colors. Up here it's a deluxe brush, but it can be like used for anything. I actually use him to blend my colors together, to put a lighter one up here and to kind of blend those 3 or 2 colors together. And then my last brush is this one. This is a cream shadow brush. It's a little bit stiffer and a little bit more dense so that that cream shadow can stay on it. That's actually what I'm wearing now, and I just use it to make sure that I get it on my lid. That way, I mean, I use my fingers too. You can use your fingers. You don't need a brush. I like a brush after I've done my eyelashes because then I can get behind the eyelashes and put it on that way. Plus I can kind of spread it out a little bit more evenly than maybe like with my fingers. And then the last tool is your brow and lash comb. And anybody can use this one too. I use this one every day as well to comb out my brushes. You think you don't need a brush comb, but you need like a stiff comb to like get your eyebrows to lay down straight to your hairs and to kind of shape your eyebrow. And then the lash comb, I actually use it from the back to the front. I use it, I'm gonna look in the mirror. I comb my lashes out this way. A lot of people do this, which is fine, but I feel like it doesn't grab my lashes quite as well as maybe going from the back to the front does. So I use this one a lot as well. So that's kind of your brush demo. If you have any questions about any of them, you can let me know, but that's just kind of like a brief overview of maybe some of the brushes that you have, what you'd use them for. Then you can kind of decide what you think would be best for your everyday look or your everyday use. So let me know if you have any questions. Thanks.